Hey guys, welcome back. Modi 101 here, and we are back in Sunlit Valley. What is this called? Yeah, Sunlit Valley. I knew it. I'm good. All right, so in betwixt episodes, I made more seeds of these. You can see I've got some spares in here, and I made endo flames, and thanks to the help of our favorite British man, Martin, we were able to get some man in here. He stood here and threw coal at it while I was doing other stuff. I also did, well, first of all, you just heard that ding where this goods. I put basically an auto seller thingy. Here, I'll show you. What is it called? Smart shipping bin that sells every 5 minutes of whatever's in there. I put it over at our cactus farm. So now every 5 minutes that's going to ding and give us just a little bit of money. Not a lot, just a little bit. So, and then, just because I was bored and had a little bit of time, I added another path over here. You can see the grass hasn't even grown everywhere, but this now leads us to the other side of our, and I need to put some dirt down here too, of our fish farm, which I have been working on getting all situated. So now, let me show you. Underneath all of these, let's see if I can grab the piece of, there we go. You can see we have item pipes from the pipes mod. That is running and connecting all of the barrels, which we can still kind of get in. Connecting all of these here, and then they come over under here and connect these four. All of these come, and then they connect here, okay? So, then all of this stuff comes from this barrel, and under here using the pipes connects to this, and if we watch, you can see in this first slot, that item slowly going down. So all of this is just from today, and what this does is any items that come in here, the reason I didn't go straight to this, if you're curious, all the items come in here and then get filtered to where they go in here. If there is a new item that does not have a spot, it just stays in the barrel. It doesn't get in the way. It's not a problem. And then I can come over here and be like, oh, we have, these crystals there, but then we also have them here. So I'm going to take this one out, put an item in, that type of thing. So, and then we got another smart shipping bin here if we decide to sell stuff. So, yeah, I mean, it's pretty much what we worked on there. I think that's about it. But, all right, so let's jump back into the book. Oh, I fished. Okay, so I got the summer fish. We got a trident. That's scary. We got a net place water to make salt. Okay. And yeah, then this fish, it's a winter fish, but it turned out I had them. Okay, so watch, let me show you. So it doesn't necessarily take the fish the second that you catch it. You have to turn it in. And so what I did was I caught that fish because I was curious. I'm like, why didn't I not catch the fish during that time? I caught it and I made a bait of it, and I put it in here. There should be one left. Yep, see? So here's these. Because once you, what the hell happened here? Once you submit it, it takes the fish. And I didn't want to just have the one, and then it just takes the one, so I got to catch more. So anyways, that's why that one fish wasn't there, but I caught that one. And now if we do this and then submit, we get a fish smoker, we get a bagong, and we get a crazy hook and another trophy. All right, let's go put these fish away. We'll put some of this other stuff in the house. All right, so yeah, that's pretty darn exciting. Because I was very curious why I did not catch a winter fish, because, we were in winter. I did. I think I did it during stream. So, there we go. So that was one I was worried we weren't going to be able to get, but we were. I'm just going to stick these items in here for now, and then we're going to put this trophy right there. Look at that. Look at that. And then, look at that. Pretty darn nice, if you ask me. What did we get? Oh, because we got all of these. Complete all bundles. This will likely be your first and easiest stop at attaining perfection, but it's one you cannot skip. Completing each room has its own rewards. Okay, and now we get this drink. It seems a little anticlimactic. I'm going to be dead honest with you. All right. So there's that. Let's just put this in here. We'll put the trident in there because I'm going to hurt myself if I keep messing with it. All right, so there we go. There's something pretty awesome. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I'm going to get all these done. These ones we can do, but we'll work on it. All right. So here's where we were working, and this is kind of where we stopped. I did make this, and I ended up having to make 4 of them. They're kind of pricey, but once I made that. And I thought this was going to be for all the flowers. It's actually just on a couple of them. So if we do this, you can see, I mean, we're gonna need it for the altar and for getting some of this stuff and for that. But it's only, why are you not showing me? Yeah, it's just this guy and that guy. Those are the only 2 that need this. I thought it was all of them, but. And for anybody who doesn't know, let's see, do I have any? If I take charcoal and I just throw it here, 2 of the plants will pick it up. These 2 right here, they're now giving mana to that, who's now shooting in there. That's why these ones are easy, and they don't die off. That other one took forever because it takes forever for crops to grow. Okay, so we need to make a mana pearl. Now, this is a little different, because usually this is ender pearls thrown in the mana pool, but this one is a pearl. It's actually a pearl. We made those plenty of times before. And then the mana diamond is actually a heart of diamond, not a diamond. So that's easy. We got plenty of those. Almost any one of these chests I go to has those. So we're going to grab one of each just to make, we may have to make more. The pearl, let's see, do we have any? We do. To get this, if you guys don't remember, it is taking a clam, you cut it with any one of the knives, and you get raw clam meat, and you get a 50% chance to get a pearl. So, not hard. And the clams we get just in our little fish traps over there, so that we have plenty of those. All right, so we're going to come over here, and we're going to grab these 2 items, and then when you have an item in your hand, you can look at the mana pool, and this tells you more than it thinks. One, it's going to show you what you're going to make. It's going to take the heart of the diamond and make a mana diamond. Then that check mark shows that not only do you have enough mana to do that, but you don't. If there's any other blocks that you need, like under the mana pool, it would show an X. But we have a check mark, so we just toss it in. There we go. We'll do the same with that one. There we go. Now we get a barrel of clams, so we can get more pearls. And we get another heart of the diamond, which we really don't need. Okay, so now crafting runes. Runes unlock the magical potential of the earth, allowing you to create more complex devices and flora. They are crafted by tossing one of each ingredient onto the runic altar and filling the altar with mana using a spreader. Once the mana has filled, toss a piece of living rock and then use the wand of the forest. So we're going to go ahead and make one of these. So we just need one of these items. We'll probably do this one because the heart of the diamond we have a ton of. But we have to make another one of these, which works out so that I can kind of show you what we're doing. All right, so we need to go get an iron ingot real quick. Let's see. Perfect, right there. All right. And then we're going to just toss this in here. Wait, was it this? Hold on. My brain stopped. this, it's... Oh, no, it's bismuth. That's right. It's different than the regular. I think it's iron is normally there. All right, so bismuths we have a few of. We don't need a ton of them. And while we're here, just so I don't forget, let's grab 8 of these. Okay. Yes, this is a crafting recipe change in this pack. So there's a lot of those, but it's cool. All right, throw it in there. We got that. We come over here. We put this here. We wrap it around with way too much money. We get that. Okay, so that's how we got the 4 for those. Then we're going to go ahead and grab some living rock, which we made a bunch of it here. And there we go. Now we're going to take this runic altar, and I think we're going to stick it right here. Looks good. Okay, so there's that. What does that give us? Anything good? 1 stank gold coin. Huzzah. All right. We'll stick that in there. So now we need to make another mana spreader. Like this. And just need a piece of copper. So let's go grab that. All right, we'll put that in there, and we'll stick this in here, and then copper. All right, 1 piece of copper. All right. Now, real quick, it's now nighttime, so we've had the whole day for that barrel to kind of put itself away, and so let's just kind of go look real quick. And you can see we have star fruit, pawpaw preserves, ice, dark oak logs, and blocks of experience. Holy baby Jeebus. Yeah, we're going to... Okay, so let's do this. Kind of in the middle of doing 2 things. All right, let me go finish this mana spreader just so that we can put that away. All right, so we need... this and 1 of these, and now it went away, but we can do this like that, like this, and like that. There we go. And then we want to put this away, and we're going to grab, where'd I put my wand? There it is. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and stick this here. We're going to connect this. That's there. See, it's full of mana. So we're going to connect this to here, right? I think it's connected. There we go. Okay, let's run and do this part real quick. I'm having you go through my OCD freak out real quick with me here. Linking tool, this one. Okay. So what we're going to do is see if we have enough spots. I may have to add more. The nice thing is I can add more and it'll just automatically work. But we have those there. We have that there. All right, so we probably, let's pull this iron real quick. Okay. We're going to stick this here. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take this all inside. There we go. We're going to go get this cooking up. We have it. Why keep it in the drawer? Let's cook it up and get some iron, right? It's fish poop iron is what it is. I know. 242 whole dollars. Shush, what am I cooking in here? Oh, iron from before. Wow. We gathered iron pretty quick. Okay, so we'll let that do its thing. So no, I want to get this filled out as best I can. Before adding more if possible. So let's go ahead. We're going to unlock this one. Okay. We're going to grab these blocks of experience. Move this out of the way. And then we're going to go ahead and click. Okay, I guess that's going there. Okay, good. What else do we have? That's there, so we can get rid of... let's relock that. Let's unlock this one. All right, the ice went there. That's fine. We'll relock that one. Okay, so we got, now this is where we can do stuff. So we take something like this that we have a ton of, and then we're just going to go stick it, and we're just going to go sell it because we have so much of it. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and unlock this one, pull that out. Okay, this is quicker than I am, but that's fine. All right, we're going to do this. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. All right, we'll throw this in there. Okay, are we ready? Where is it at? Unlock this one. Get rid of that. And damn it. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Oh, let's see. Can I find another one that has? Oh, we did that. We did that. I was like, what? Okay. There's iron there, but we need at least one. That I kind of need. Well, I guess there won't be any other row because unless we had different fish. Okay, there we go. Right. Yeah. Yay. Okay. So now I had gotten items. You can see I needed to make a strawberry cheesecake, for example, for the fish. So okay. All right, let's head over here. Let's put this guy away, and let's get back to the Britannia shenanigans. All right. So now we have that. Let's see where that takes us. Now, mystical weather shells. Runes can be harnessed to create oceanic weather-changing cells. I'm not even going to try fluvial shell sets the weather to rain and is used as a base. These have a low durability, so careful usage recommended. Using more advanced runes, you can create two mystical shells. The thunder shell. Okay, so basically, I can make these shells that change the weather, or I can literally just type the command. So, for example, watch this magical cell. Weather, clear. There we go. Ta-da. All right, I'll probably make those off camera because they're dumb. This functional flora are classified as magical flowers that utilize mana for performing various actions. The Books of Britannia will have information about all these different types. Now, let's see. Let's see if there's one that falls out. This guy, the orchid. So we're going to need to make a whole bunch of stuff, so that'll probably be off camera. But it wants us to make this. Now, here's the funny part. There's a whole lot that happens between here and here. A whole lot called runes. And it just kind of, whatever. It's fine, however they make the book. All right, so if we look up rune, we have all of these, okay? Don't worry about that one. That one doesn't count. This one to this one. So they're kind of in groups. So the first set, the basic ones, are your standard elements. Imagine I have an arrow on my forehead. That type of stuff. We got water, we got fire, we got earth, we got air, and then kind of mana is one that usually fits in with those. But those are those four. Then we have spring, summer, autumn, and winter. That's the next, like, think tier 2. Then that mana one is kind of like with these. And then we have lust, gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, envy, or pride, or, as I call it, a pretty nice Thursday. So to make these ones, and they've changed recipes here, we need deluxe crab bait, Neptunium nugget, mana powder. Mana powder is throwing, I guess, any of these in there, or apparently dyes can do it. Okay, good to know. And then the mana steel with the business, and then this one just needs any sort of fish. So yeah, this is very much a different recipe. The fire one is going to be fire quartz, mana steel, mana power. These two are probably going to be in all of these. A jade, an earth, and an earth crystal. Earth is going to be a wedge of cheese, or a block of cheese, or whatever it's called. Wheel of cheese. There we go. Ancient fruit, mana steel, mana powder, and fine wool. All of that we have. And then the last one is going to be bone block, soul bead. We'll have to look that up. And then a breeze rod. So a soul bead, a soul sucker fish. We get them from a wrath. We cook soul sand in this contraption. Drops from wraths at soul sand valleys will fly towards the nearest nether fortress when used. Oh, that's kind of cool. This might be the way to go, only because we have plenty of power from whatchamacallit. Yeah, 255. We got it. From Create. So what I might do, and this is turned off at the moment. Maybe this might be outside. Maybe I'll put this right here. This is where we might be able to cook some stuff in a very fancy manner. I don't know if I want to put it inside because it does involve putting down lava. And this place is very woodish. So, all right, well, there we go. So we bounced around. I showed you some stuff we did. I told you some stuff we're going to do. And we took care of some stuff on its own. So I'm gonna chalk all of these up to a very solid victory. So there we go, working on that. And yeah, and then the breeze we have to get from a breeze. Is there another way to make it? We can buy it from this guy, or we don't have that fish, and it is so far from winter. We don't have that one. So, but we can buy it for amethyst chunks. So that's cool. All right, so next episode, I'm going to ruin your day. Please come back. Please. I'm so sorry. I'll never let it happen again. All right, guys, there we go. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe, click that bell, leave a comment, share on social media. Any and all those things help out tremendously. If you guys want to come play on this server, you can get on this pack, on this server. You can come over and you can be like, wow, fence. You can do that. That's fine. I don't care. I mean, I'm going to try not to be on the server when you do it because it's weird. But you know what? To each their own. You could do that by becoming a Patreon, get access to this server plus all of our other Minecraft servers, hang out in our Discord, be part of the greatest community ever created for the internet. Don't fact check that. And then, and help out your old buddy Modi and that, help me keep Heather in the lavish lifestyle she's used to. I'm kidding. We go to yard sales. Anyways, so go check out the Patreon for that. If you guys want to watch me do off-camera work on this, I do this Tuesdays at noon Mountain Time over at twitch.tv/Moni101. Come hang out, have some fun, have some laughs, and have some tea. Bring your own tea. I don't supply that. And have a good time. So go check that out over there. Anyways, last but not least, if you guys want to get your own server, head on over to Host Havoc. Use the link down below. That way they know you're coming from one of my videos. And until next time, I want to thank you all so much for hanging out, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!